Hi, book lovers, to ASJ Publishing's Creatives on the Couch. I'm your host, Christine Madaffrey, and today I'm speaking with MichelleSomers about her novel in 6 parts, Lethal in Love. Hi, Michelle. Welcome to the
Christine.
couch.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming. First of all, Michelle, a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
Like me, you like to write under the influence of chocolate?
Absolutely. Is there any other way to do it?
Of course not. Of course not. So,
Okay, so I'm a ex-Kiwi, now Aussie, a wife, a mum of 3 young boys, chocoholic, as you've just said, readaholic, love crime, avid reader, runner, and writer, obviously.
and you find time to do all that with 3 children, which is amazing.
I have 3 very supportive children.
Do you want to tell us about the inspiration for Lethal in Love?
I've always had a fascination for crime, and I love suspense. I love romance. I've read romance from day dot. And so for me, what I wanted to do, it's really hard to find a set of books that actually meld the 2 genres equally.
Yeah.
And that was something that I really wanted to find to read. So I thought, well, why can't I write?
Well, it's such a forensic crime thriller, but also at times it's incredibly sexy.
Yes.
How long, because it's such a long work if you consider all the parts, how long did it take you to write it all? Was it all planned from the start?
I don't plan, which is really funny. I don't plot. I'm a bit of a pantser, which is running on the seat of your pants, writing on the seat of your pants.
Wow.
Which I love because my characters have a mind of their own and I can't control what they do. So they will surprise me at the weirdest of moments.
That's fantastic. So they take on their own life.
Absolutely.
And soon they'll stop bossing you around.
Oh, that would be lovely because they just don't do what they're told.
But that's kind of exciting when they become that real to you.
They are. You know, it's funny because when I say I don't plan my book, I do plan my characters. So I have a very in-depth idea of who my characters are and where they've come from.
Yes.
So I know, I plan them from birth. Yeah. I know certain incidents that have happened as they grow up. For Jada, for example, my character for Lethal in Love, I know when she had her first kiss and I know where it was and what happened and for me, that makes the characters more 3-dimensional because they have a past, they have a family, they have friends and memories and experiences.
Absolutely. I appreciated that about Jada because you gave just enough of her fun times at school, giving her headmistress hell with Beck. And, you know, that one kiss and all that. You made her real. Well, she is real.
She is real.
To me, she is real. If I'm reading something, actually, it is real for me at the time. But there was just enough of her background, her school life, her growing up, that, you know, you get a real sense of her. That's so important, and some writers don't do that.
I love it. I love that part of it because for me, they do become real. And I find even if I'm not writing, I'm constantly thinking about them and if this happened, how would she react? Or if that happened, what would she do? Or, you know, what would she say? And so you really get into their heads. And so when I actually write, I'm actually inside her head and I am experiencing what she experiences. You know, when she cries, I'm crying. But when she's laughing, I'm laughing, you know. And that's, I think that's the way you have to write to.
It's a wonderful escape, isn't it?
It is.
Living vicariously and.
Yes.
It's just, but I think it comes through with Jada especially. I mean, obviously, we often have a more of an affinity with the characters of that we relate more closely to of our own sex. But it does come through with Jada that she is so real.
She came to life on the page, really. And she was developed over time, and obviously through edits I've added little bits here and there and little idiosyncrasies, and she's a list person, so she writes her lists to help her remember things or to help her get her head around what's happening and to deal with day-to-day stuff, I guess.
And she's an overthinker too, which
Yes.
I personally think is a fantastic trait in a person, a list maker and an overthinker.
Yes.
So I'm very partial to that.
I tend to overthink things too, so maybe she got a little bit of that from me. But yeah, she definitely does analyse too much, and I think she needs to stop and just start living. So hopefully she did, yeah.
She does.
She does.
She does. Well, she's the perfect detective, so we'll get back to her career in a moment.
Okay.
We'll be right back after these messages.